5 with Mason Granger, Brenda Wood.
Good evening, everyone. Mason Granger is on vacation. Well, Mother Nature can sure play some cruel and nasty tricks. Just 4 days ago, it was 72 degrees here in Memphis. Tonight, the city is covered with a blanket of snow 10 inches thick. The Southerners will remember this winter for a long time. Of course, everybody is talking about the snow today. We knew it was coming, but we didn't really know it was going to be this much of it.
No, it kind of hesitated. It came in after rush hour this morning. We thought it would be here a little bit earlier, but it was just kind of developing. And once it got going, boy, it was really going. Have reports now in East Memphis of almost 12 inches of snow. 11 1/4 is the most out in East Memphis being reported. Last night at 10 o'clock, we showed you this young man with his snow shovel. Few snowflakes falling, but nothing really happening. And how many people now thought the weathermen were wrong and it was not going to snow? Well, then all of a sudden, here's the way we look this afternoon, up to our elbows almost in snow. This is the biggest snowfall in the city of Memphis since our record, which occurred on March 21st and 22nd, 1968, and that one was 18 inches, so we're a long way from that. Here are the watches and warnings that are in effect. The red area, winter storm warning, it continues for West Tennessee, including the Memphis metropolitan area for the rest of the night tonight. The blue areas, northeastern Arkansas, northern Mississippi, those are traveler's advisories, meaning the snow has already fallen. Some light snow may continue, and travel is hazardous in all of these areas. The yellow areas, which includes all of East Tennessee, from just east of Nashville all the way up to the Appalachian Mountains, that's a winter storm watch, meaning all of it could be moving in there later on tonight. I think most of the accumulating snow is about over in the city of Memphis, but up to the north, up around Dyersburg, Jackson, the heavy stuff is going to continue for several more hours. We'll have complete details later.
All right, we'll check back with you later in the broadcast. Well, as Dave indicated, all indications were that the
precarious position with my boss in Saudi Arabia is what it's doing. But
here's Super Radar. It pretty well confirms that. It shows the snow going back almost to Little Rock. Should be ending there, and some of this may be aloft, not reaching the surface. Little patch out here in southeastern Colorado and western Kansas, that is not headed for the city of Memphis. All of this will slowly move to the northeast, headed for the Ohio Valley and New England. That's where most of the accumulating snow will be occurring late tomorrow and on toward the weekend. Here's the culprit right here. Low pressure center is over Georgia. Now this morning, weather forecasters kind of pulled back on the accumulation of snow because it looked like the low, which was in the Gulf, was going to go across northern Florida, but it didn't. It came right up through Georgia as it was earlier scheduled to do. That's the reason we got that heavy amount of snow dumped on Memphis and the Mid-South this afternoon. What about tomorrow? Well, it'll still be cloudy, but the accumulating snow should be long gone. Extreme northeastern Mississippi, maybe down around Tupelo, as far north as Iuka. Few little snow flurries left, but most of it will move to East Tennessee, on into the Ohio Valley, and beginning to accumulate then in New England. High pressure will be moving in behind it, high down over Texas, and another one way out over Idaho, beginning to clear skies over most of the western three-quarters of the United States. Here's the forecast for metropolitan Memphis overnight tonight. Snow, the accumulating snow, will be ending. Total accumulations 12 to 14 inches. 24 degrees, the overnight low, not much colder than it is now, winds north at 10. Tomorrow up to only 30, same as today, cloudy with just a few snow flurries, winds northwest at 16. Then look at the warm-up. Toward the weekend, things begin to kind of look nice. Sunshine Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, climbing all the way to 55 by Monday, 58 the high on Tuesday afternoon. Warm early in the week, snow in the middle, and then warm early next week, too. Overnight lows reflect just about the same thing. Coldest night tonight and tomorrow night, and then in the 30s for the rest of the 5-day period. So again, most of it is over for Memphis. It'll continue up around Dyersburg, Jackson, Brownsville for several